Today, my friends, we're going to talk about the Google Keyword Planner. Most buyers are aware of the Keyword Planner. However, most don't use it. And there's a couple reasons why. Um, the developments with the AI within the ads manager build out. So, for instance, when you build out a campaign, all you have to do is enter a couple like non-brand terms or even your site URL, and it'll actually build out the match cases for the ad groups. Your exact broad phrase, exact all that stuff will automatically be built out for you. So why use the manual interface? Why use the Google Keyword Planner? Well, the reason why is because you want to look at trends, you want to look at seasonal changes in the data, etc. So, and then you could forecast. That's a lot of things that when you get into the nitty gritty with a lot of your clients, they're going to appreciate you because you'll actually have that data at the palm of your hand instead of just entering it in and measuring the data. You'll be able to use the forecast tool even to check that out. You'll actually be able to see what the high and low bids are for each one of those terms. So it's pretty handy. It's definitely worth knowing, and it definitely is another tool in your utility belt for your clients. So the current version of this keyword planner was released in 2019. It's free. It looks roughly 12 to 16 months into the future. That's actually 24 months. So it's 12 to 24 months into the future or into the past. However, if you look at bullet point 4, it's it's all estimated. And how do I know it's estimated? It's estimated because if you look, it's nothing but ranges for the monthly uniques, right? For the monthly visits. So all that is in ranges. So that tells you it's really estimated, even for the past data. So always keep that in mind. It's not gospel, but it's very directional. It's actually semi-reliable. Again, it's the way we're going to talk about today is for more directional information for, like I said, seasonal changes or for looking at the trends. The seasonal changes are really cool because you could look at key events such as holidays, like Memorial Day, July 4th. You can look at Black Friday, Cyber Monday, January gift cards, Christmas, all sorts of cool stuff to analyze how much the cost per clicks go up or down. The one thing that you could probably not use it for is political campaigns because unless you forecast it in the future, but you wouldn't be able to look like 4 years ago or even 2 years. Maybe at the 2 year mark it'll cover that, but it would be a light coverage. It wouldn't be exact into that. They call it the hard date for political campaigns. There's a hard date for kids and gift giving, but there's also a hard date for political between before the election. So just keep that in mind. So let's actually go into the keyword planner itself. So here we are. And what you're going to do is you're going to Google this. And I can't go into it now, the actual Google process, because if I did that, you have to actually Google it and then you pick out the account. And so my accounts are they're private, so I can't. Those are actual client accounts. This is my account, so I can actually use this one, but still, it'll list them all out if I pick them out. So this is the keyword planner itself. You have discover new words, keywords. You have get search volume and forecast, and organize them into ad groups. We're really going to focus here on the new keywords. So click here, and then let's actually start with my site. We'll start here. So let's start with YRV Dynamics. So good. .com, get results, and then boom, look at this. Look at all this data. So you have the average monthly searches. Boom, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is what you can see just in terms of volume, what's peaking, right? So you have 100K to 1 million, digital marketing, you have the competition, and then you have, like I said, the cost per click bids, if you will. Now, let's look at this. This is what I was talking about the trends. So let's sort by 3-month change. And you're going to get these zeros here. Scroll down just a hair. Boom. Look at this. 900 change. See, these are the trends right here. So whenever you do this, make sure you organize it by year over year or 3-month change, and you can see the trends. And these are the trends. So this shows like this is in really high demand right now, or it's peaking, right? And then you could tell it's peaking because it's low. So of course it would be low, right? Because the cost per bid is cheap right now. It hasn't trended yet all the way. So therefore it's a bargain, guys. This is some cool data here that really makes you look sharp in front of your clients. You could be able to pull this report, say, here are the monthly uniques. These are some cool terms I've got. But I'll tell you what, I was able to pull the actual trend, the ones that are low, that are bargains right now, but are cheap, and that's money in the bank right there. That really makes you look smart, guys. So please keep that in mind. Here you have like the top of page, and then yeah, top of page low bid, top of page high page. I was talking about that earlier. So let's actually save this. So add keywords to create plan. Let's save this. So what we do here is if we go to forecast, I'll save terms. What this does is this actually provides almost like a keyword plan for your forecast. This is a little advanced. I think this is its own video, but I think it was kind of cool to show you this. But we'll get into this later. Don't look too much into this. I think this. I've actually used this for a lot of audits, if you will, this actual forecast tool. But you got to kind of know what you're doing, and this is like its own video. So I'm not going to get into it now. And then here you can definitely like you save the keywords, and then you could add basically the negative keywords, and you can organize them and whatnot. So that's really it. Now, the one thing I do want to show you too that's very cool, this is a twofer in this video, is the Ads Transparency Center. So this is a very cool tool here. So with this, basically you go to the Ads Transparency google.com, this URL right here, and you enter, like, let's say here, if we want to enter, now you have to be selling stuff. So it has to already have buys in here, but you can actually look into, let's say carlsjr.com. So this is a burger place in the US, and see here, you can actually see the ads coming up, right? So this is definitely a YouTube video. And then you see all ads, and then boom. And this is really cool because, let's bring up SEMrush, right? So SEMrush, a lot of cool things is you can see the ads they're running. Now you can see the non-brands they're running too. So but that we can't see here. That you have to pay for through SEMrush. And that's kind of like the crux of a lot of SEMrush, because at the same time, like a lot of clients have these non-brand terms that are their hero brand terms. And I talk about this in the 2025 Google Ads video, skills needed for 2025 for only Google Ads buyers. And I talk about this because, people are really used to these non-brand single keyword ad groups that are just like gold to them, right? But what happens when you have a whole bunch of clients? You have 2 or 3 or 4 clients that use SEMrush, look at your data, and they're going to be able to say, hey, here's the keywords they're using. So that's really, when you think about SCAG and single keyword ad group, that's its best vulnerability, is that you have things like SEMrush that can show what hero terms you're using. So just a side note, but SEMrush also is able to show competitive ads too. So now you can do this for free, which is great. So this is really cool. I really like this tool because it shows the placements, which is like the YouTube search, all that stuff, and you're able to show what they're doing right now. And these are live ads right now. So definitely, this makes you look very smart to the client. You can even customize this and attach the links, all sorts of cool stuff. So that's really it, guys. I just really wanted to just show you some quick tools, if you will. Let's actually go back to the deck. And one thing I want to talk about was, again, like the tools today, right? We talked about the Google Keyword Planner, and then we talked about the Ad Transparency Center in Google, which is basically their version of the Meta Ads library. And that's really it today. But I wanted to definitely say, be sure to check out our Medium pages. In the link tree of our YouTube channel, we have that, and you can check out all the Medium articles. We actually have a weekly podcast as well, where we download this audio wise, and then we put it in our podcast network. And then another thing we're doing with podcasts too is kind of doing more like one-on-one video or one-on-one podcasts, like talking about more tutorial kind of stuff, where more inspirational, I guess is what I'm saying. Another thing that's going on is we're doing WhatsApp groups. So we have a WhatsApp group where anybody can apply, jump in. And I'm just going to ask you, don't solicit, don't do anything crazy on there. I've already booted some people out, but we're up to 47 people into the WhatsApp group, where it's a PP, it's managed by me, and you get one-on-one tutorials with me. You ask me anything, and I a lot of times I have a lot of people. There's some people in there that are already answering a lot of questions, which is great. And I actually I do monitor that. I make sure they're giving good advice. So, but it's a great like resource to get really quick advice if you need any. And then, like I said, you get access to me, and like I said, it's 47 people, which is really cool. So, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.